Drake dropped for all the dogs, and dog got dogged to chick out when she wouldn't fetch. I feel like this is all that's left. Fire and brimstone.
Welcome to another episode of the Witz podcast. It's your boy T Witz, business owner, artist, and all-around cool guy who likes to make things happen. Shout out to Rosenthal Acura. Shout out to my guy John Haddad for sponsoring the podcast. If you guys are in need of a very nice car, a whip, something to get you from here to there without a care, visit Rosenthal Acura, located in Maryland. So please, let's recap on this Drake versus Kendrick Lamar beef thing that's going on. Well, that's kind of subsided. It's kind of ended. Some people may be in denial about it. I will admit that it seems Kendrick has won the battle for now. It's a big deal, guys, for hip-hop. It's a big deal, the things that are being, quote-unquote, brought to light, exposed. We're well aware that Drake has writers. Drake is a megastar. He is part of a machine that has many, many cogs, and he must input the strategy in order to remain at the top of the game. And what we've learned is good artists copy, great artists steal. And I'm not even calling him a thief. I'm just saying that there are cases in which people are provided opportunities, lots of opportunities, that Drake helps them out with, man. I'm a fan of Drake. I have enjoyed his music for a long time now, but I'm also willing to admit that hip-hop is a competitive sport. It's a competitive genre. It is very unique in the sense that when it comes to hip-hop, there are many things that we like to uphold, as far as the pillars of hip-hop go, that allow us to hold on to hip-hop as an actual culture. When there's no infrastructure, no basis to something, how do you believe in it? And I think that that's a big deal in what's going on. The court of public opinion says that Drake is no longer, I guess, I don't know, hip-hop? I firmly believe Drake is hip-hop. I firmly believe that he is a hit maker. He has stamped and solidified his spot in the game. But there are people that want to challenge it. There are people that believe that Drake doesn't deserve the status that he has. I think that Drake has a method, and one of my beliefs in Drake's method is that he knows when he wants to attack a track in an intricate way, when he wants to pull out them bars to talk about his life, to talk about the women he's dealing with, he's dealt with, his family, his team, his progression, his admiration for people that he loves in the game. When he wants to just attack and go ham on these artists that stay coming to him. But I also believe that Drake has a method in which he creates his music where he draws artists in, he, works with them on a business level, and he pulls from them what he can, energy-wise, melodically, lyrically. We've all seen it. Drake's a business. Without condoning and making any excuses, hip-hop is hip-hop. Drake has hundreds. What he got, he has to have at least 900 songs. I'd say more. But as far as spins, as far as him being in the game, he's given us a lot. And what's been quote-unquote exposed, I don't even think it's been 10, not even 5% of his catalog. People cease to think about that. Drake's written for other people. I say all this to say that we have a lot of hypocrisy going on in the game. I'm a lyricist myself. I write all my music. And if there's ever a situation where I'm pulling or taking from someone, it's suggestions. It might be putting someone on a hook, things like that. The game is in shambles right now, guys. Some of our biggest icons are being exposed for the people that they are, and that's fine. I am someone who can separate the art from the artist, the business from the businessman, the human from the entity in which they've created. for themselves, the image they've made for themselves. It's going to be interesting to see what happens from here, guys. To see if Kendrick can give us music that keeps the airways, keeps the airways satisfied, keeps hip hop satisfied the way Drake has for a very long time. If Drake is going to give us music consistently, if he's going to give us music right now at the level that he has been for over 15 years, I'm glad to be an indie artist right now. I'm very glad to be an indie artist because the gates have fallen. There's more opportunity in this industry now for us than ever. I mean, come on. You guys have a Facebook. You guys have Instagram. You see these artists who just are trying to get themselves relevant again, trying to get something bubbling, stirring up in the pot, and they talking about, you want a feature from such and such, and you can have a feature from such and such. You just got to do this. You guys have all seen it. I think we are watching the pendulum shift. We're watching it swing very, very heavily to another side of the realm. And that realm is indie. It's integrity, artist integrity. The recognizing that in order for hip hop, for all this music created by Africans who have descended from so much, it's now an opportunity for us to shine in a way we haven't before. I have witnessed a lot of success on my end when it comes to my business, when it comes to gaining people who recognize the movement for what it is, and it all ties back into what's happened with this beef. We have these people in the industry who are put there to be successful based on what they can bring as far as the numbers. We have these people being put to the test. I'm a huge fan of what Drake has accomplished. I'm always going to respect his run. You can't not respect his run. But for a long time now, we've watched people shine who, for lack of a better word, aren't who we all thought that they were. And I'm not even going to say that's Drake. I think that Drake is an artist who does expose himself for the most part. I think that we grew up loving Drake. I grew up loving Drake because he was vulnerable and he was relatable. It's kind of hilarious to me that in hip hop, we want people to be so tough and to be so edgy. And then when the guy who everyone's called corny from the jump starts to emulate that and wants to take on that persona that screams hypocrisy based on what we really want to be about when it comes to progression, when it comes to mental health. He took that on and he was crucified for it. But yeah, that's just one of my many opinions. My Witz podcast. Like, subscribe for the algorithm, guys. We need it. Like and subscribe right now. Take the time. I'm going to give you a couple minutes. I'm going to give you a minute. Go ahead. Like and subscribe. Go ahead. Do it. Thank you.
Enjoy the Acura experience at any budget. When you choose a certified pre-owned Acura from Rosenthal Acura, you can expect the same leading standards as a new Acura. Each certified pre-owned vehicle comes with a 12-month, 12,000-mile certified limited warranty, as well as a 24-hour roadside assistance service. And you can be sure that your certified pre-owned Acura is in pristine condition. Every eligible certified pre-owned Acura must pass a 182-point inspection and will include a vehicle history report. Choose a certified pre-owned Acura for affordable luxury today with Rosenthal Acura, located in Gaithersburg, Maryland, at 623 North Frederick Avenue. And tell them T-Witz sent you. Trap trend.
The reason it's important and why I firmly ask that you guys like and subscribe, share, is because I want to grow this network. That's why I started my business. I really want us indie artists to recognize that this game is ours. It starts with understanding that if you have a skill, if you have something that you've created that you can present and offer to people, you can charge for it. And you can support people who charge for it. Thus, creating a huge community of people who have power. And I want to spread this podcast in order to let people know that we can do that. The game is ours. That's what this episode is about. It's about how the industry is ours. I know that it's the Drake and Kendrick back and forth that I want to tie this from. But that's what it is, guys. Essentially, we, the independent artists, the musician, the entertainer, we have to recognize that if you sign a record deal, I'm not going to demonize it. You shouldn't demonize it. You should understand what your business is. And when you go into this game, you need to know what it is you're trying to accomplish. Are you trying to be a superstar, or are you trying to make some money? Are you trying to do both? Don't go into this sign into a label just to demonize the label eventually and say how they're stealing everything from you, just to turn on the label and then have the label pissed off at you. That's my personal opinion. That's my take. We've seen it too many times. Stay indie. Do the work. You know? But when you do go major, if you do sign and you do have all these accolades and you do accomplish a lot, do your best to keep your integrity. That's what this has come down to. These shots that Kendrick were able to throw at Drake hurt me as a fan, because I'm over here thinking to myself, Drizzy, how would you allow yourself to be in a position where somebody could tear you apart like this? As far as the hip-hop integrity goes, as far as what hip-hop is based off of when it comes to this rap shit and when it comes to artists writing and penning their stuff. I write my rhymes. I love writing my rhymes. I'm an artist first and foremost, and I love being able to connect with other artists and feed off of them and see what flows and melodies they want to work with on a track. That's even if I have the privilege to meet them personally, because this is a business. I just worked on 2 tracks that are on the way. Fire, we got them coming. Shout out Royce the 5'9", shout out my guy X-Rated. Your boy T Witz, we out here. We making moves. Like, subscribe so you can know more about what's going on. When the music drops, it's on the YouTube channel. So like and subscribe. You have so many reasons to like and subscribe. Share it. All right, guys. Yeah. So when it comes to what's happening out here, this industry is ours for the taking, because if you recognize that these airways, the internet, has left us with this huge tool that allows us to connect with each other, for you to go online and to just see somebody whose music you rock with and to shoot them a message and be like, yo, I found your music. I live all the way in, middle of bumfuck whatever, and you live in, out there whatever, but we can make something happen. And then eventually tour together. If we can build up the momentum, if we can build up the amount of people who want to see us shine. Forget all that. Who just want to hear the music and who can relate with it. Who will come and pay for a ticket. Y'all keeping up with me? Am I losing y'all? If I am, mention it in the comments. I know I can talk fast. Like, subscribe, and leave feedback in the comments. I want to know what you guys think. I want to know if what I'm saying is correlating, if it's making sense, if it's connecting. Let me know if you like the music. Let me know if you're rocking with my music, if you've listened to it. That's T.Witz, T-D-O-T-W-I-T-Z, T-D-O-T-W-I-T-Z. It's your man T Witz, and I love to do this, so that's reasons for y'all to recognize that you are a part of something great. With that being said, one more time, industry's ours for the taking. I hope Drake can come back from this. I believe that he definitely can. It's going to be interesting to see what he drops, what song comes. The one with Sexy Red, this BBL flip. Love me some Sexy Red, love me some Drizzy, but this combination seemed like something that happened, and the universe had, just has them both shaken for some reason on this song. Something just didn't work with this song. I'm not going to call it complete and utter trash. I'm not going to listen to it on a day-to-day basis. There's much better versions of what's been flipped with the BBL Drizzy instrumental that are out there, but I see you, Drizzy. I see you, Drake. I see you out here just, showing that this ain't phasing you too much, and you're trying to keep it moving as an artist and as a guy who's just tired of the bullshit. Man, Kendrick, he really went personal at you. He went very, very, very personal, scathing even. But real ones bounce back, and it's gonna be interesting to see what happens with that. Kendrick, you got my respect. As an MC, I'm going to admit this on camera. Everyone who knows me knows that people are always trying to compare me to Kendrick. And that deterred me a little bit from Kendrick over the years, only because I think our messages are very different, for lack of a better word. But at the same time, I think we both want the best out of our fans and out of people that listen to our music. Don't get it twisted. I am not a Kendrick Lamar. I have not achieved what he has yet. But at the same time, I also can recognize greatness for what it is. And Kendrick, you did your thing. in this beef. I'm over here listening to Not Like Us. I'm not feeling the pedo angle, but you know, it worked for you when it comes to turning public opinion, so whatever. We'll rock with that. We'll go with that. But overall, you know, I'm not going to lie and say that I'm not over here like, okay, you know, they're not like us. You know, it gets in your head. That's the beauty of music, you know. It's incantations and, you know, it's repetition. And like the great Wayne once said, repetition is the father of learning. So, yeah. Overall, I do believe Family Matters was the best song out of the entire beef. I'm not going to lie about that. I think that was an amazing song. And to this day, I will bump that song over and over again. So, yeah. With that being said, I appreciate everyone watching the podcast. Rosenthal Acura, get yourself an Acura. I'm going to get myself one. You know why? Because I'm practical. And practicality is important. Get yourself something that's good on gas. This economy is trash. Vote better. Vote good. Vote the best you possibly can after doing your research on whichever candidate. I know that was out of nowhere, but it all ties back into what we're talking about, guys. It does. This industry's ours for the taking. And I firmly believe that this beef is a representation of where hip-hop is going. I believe I said that on the last episode, but I'm going to just stay true to that because with what's happening with Drake and the court of public opinion switching up on him, everyone now believing all these allegations that Kendrick has thrown at him, stuff that was said on, you know, low key by fickle fans long before, people that I won't even call fans before. And I'm looking forward to seeing what the boy does, what Drake does to show that he deserves to be part of the conversation. It's very scary that people don't realize how big writing is in business. I personally have written for artists. I think it's very important that you understand that that provides an opportunity for people that don't have the shine. Drake has allowed so many people to have careers and to make money because of him wanting different flavors and styles and songs from people. He's a hybrid. He is something different that the game is seeing. And I think it's very unfair to try and just say that the crown is unbelonging to him and he's undeserving of it because of him crediting people who wrote for him. We'll see what the future holds. Drake is a walking, talking business. Technically, so is Kendrick Lamar. Kendrick writes for people. I think it's slightly hypocritical to call him out for so many things, but at the same time, hip-hop is hip-hop, and it's an aggressive sport. It's a competitive place to be when it comes to music. And you guys should subscribe to the Witz, my Witz End podcast, because we talk about great topics here. And I love all of you guys for taking the time to listen. I hope I've made sense today. I believe I've said some things that make sense. God bless you all. Like, subscribe. Tribe Trinity Entertainment. Witz. New music on the way, guys. Shout out to my guy X-Rated. Shout out to my guy William with Synctune. Distribution. Fire. We out.